beats. But we begin, as we do nightly, with the best thing I saw today, and this, sadly for the 49ers and Marquise Goodwin, it's a consolation prize. This guy is the deep threat that all year long folks waited to see. Would he explode the way some thought he might? He's been injured, but he is talented. And here, wait for it, what's he doing? Well, you know if you know. Oh, it's a different kind of Lambeau leap. First of all, it's a nasty route. He had a couple of touchdowns, but Goodwin was a 2012 Olympian, a long jumper. He's a track guy, and here we go. Steve, you and I would not jump that far.
22 and a half.
Not that far. But as I say, it turns into a consolation prize for the 49ers. And during this offseason, I commented a bunch about how the Niners were the darling of the TV networks because the most you can be in these nighttime windows is 5 games. And all the teams, the usual suspects, the Patriots, the Cowboys, the Packers, they're going to be there. Well, San Francisco was too. But then Jimmy Garoppolo gets injured. The Niners have a 3-game losing streak, and NBC elects to flex them out of their upcoming game with the Rams to have the Chiefs. Now, any network would have done that because you see the Chiefs game last night? But their tight end, George Kittle, said, quote, "Everyone says we have a lot of injuries. We got kicked off the Sunday night football game. Nobody expects us to win Monday night. Screw them. We're going to do everything we can to show up, and we're going to ball out," close quote. You know what? They did, and they deserve credit for that. But the other team had Aaron Rodgers. He is the great eraser of mistakes. He's the perfume that somehow makes everything that stinks not. And they won. Like this. There's Rodgers. On a Monday night, chilly night. San Francisco down 10-7, make it 17-7. And the Packers, who were a significant favorite in this, you're supposed to win games like this. You're supposed to win easy after he finds Devontae Adams. It's a 17-7 game. But C.J. Beathard loads it up. I told you Marquise Goodwin's a track guy, not just a long jumper, elite speed, and see ya. 67. And the Niners are back in this thing. Green Bay up 20-14. Beathard loads it up, and here's the one you saw to start the show. And there's that long jump. Niners had the lead at the half, 24-20. In the fourth, they're up 30-23. Green Bay's out of timeouts. 3rd and 10. Under pressure. Clay Matthews sacks him, not flagged. Green Bay gets the ball back. Rodgers, what a throw to Adams. Spectacular. 38 yards, they're in business, ready to tie this thing up. Later in the drive, 2-minute warning, stop the clock. Again, they're out of timeouts. Again, what an absolutely perfect throw to Devontae Adams in the corner of the end zone. Touchdown. Perfect look at this one. As our buddy Trent Dilfer says, there's no defense for a perfectly thrown ball. That's what that was. So now we're tied at 30. San Francisco, a first down away from a chance to perhaps win this game with a field goal. But Beathard goes deep for Goodwin. Kevin King makes a spectacular play. I was convinced in the air that was going to be a PI, but he makes a play on the ball. Rodgers on 3rd down and 15, sacked by DeForest Buckner. The Niners defense makes a big play, but Richard Sherman here is flagged. And you don't love a ticky-tack flag, but you can't do that. That's illegal contact. Automatic first down. Rodgers here. Again, I'll belabor the point, but it's important to make. They're out of timeouts. So Rodgers here, tick, 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 hits the deck, gets out to the 45. He's telling everybody, let's clock it. They do. San Francisco has to know that these balls are going to come towards the sideline. You've got to defend the sideline. Equiminius St. Brown, what a catch. They're now in field goal range, but Rodgers isn't satisfied. He goes up top again, and it's Adams. And now they're at the 10. Man, they got like 50 yards in 15 seconds, it felt like. And then Mason Crosby, you know about the brutal game he had in Detroit. But he responds, makes 4 field goals, including the game winner.